So are you concerned about food shortages in this uncertain time that we're all living in? Well, stick around and I'll show you 3 things that you can plant in your emergency vegetable garden to get you started growing your own food. So hey guys, welcome back to Wonder Why Farm. I'm Coop, the Wonder Why Farmer, here at Wonder Why Farm and Homestead. And today what I want to talk about is an emergency vegetable garden. And what I mean by that is some plants, specifically 3 plants that we can put in the ground if you have that capability, or in a greenhouse such as this, or inside your home in a sunny window, somewhere that you can get climate control. Unfortunately, not sure if you can hear it or not, but we've got 40-50 mile an hour winds here today and blowing rain at about 40 degrees, so it's not really conceivable to be planting outside anything right now. That's too delicate. Now, some of this stuff I'm going to talk about is cold season crops. However, it's rained here so much you could barely get the ground worked up to put it in. So I'm utilizing this greenhouse as a way to jumpstart, obviously, my planting for the garden, but also to talk about these 3 plants that you can put in that are really fast growing. So stick around and I'm going to show you what those 3 plants are. So the first plant that I'm going to focus on are these radishes. These happen to be watermelon radishes. If you go back, I planted these 3 weeks ago today, on March the 23rd, and you can see the growth that I have on these already. These are about a 45-day crop, and if you haven't seen a link to that video, I'll post a link right up there, and you can take a look at that. But this is one of the crops that's fast growing, these radishes, watermelon radishes. If you don't know what they are, they're just a much bigger radish. I've never eaten them, but everybody I've talked to said they're very sweet tasting radish. So that is the first crop I want to talk about. Like I said, these here are, the package said somewhere around 45 to 50 days to maturity, so that's pretty fast. The second plant I'm going to talk about is this spinach. This spinach has been in here for 2.5 weeks, and as you can see, it's already got little leaves on it, little spinach leaves on it. The package on this particular variety said that it would be mature and ready for harvest in 45 days. So it's about the same as the radishes, but it's a very fast growing crop. As you can see here, I've utilized these vegetable baskets. I just put dirt in there and sowed the spinach in there, just like you would outside in the ground. But in here I can get a lot more climate control, obviously. So this is another fast growing crop. Stick around for crop number 3. Crop number 3 is going to be lettuce. This is some leaf lettuce that I planted also in one of those produce boxes just in the dirt. And this has been in here for, this is the 8th day. And you can already see that this lettuce is come up. It's another crop that's 45 days, it says, to harvest. It will probably, some of it will be ready before then, and you can start to harvest some of it for salads or whatever, but that's just a leaf lettuce. Over here, this is a romaine lettuce. This here has, I was looking back on my records, and this has been in here for about 3.5 weeks. Some romaine lettuce stand that I have here. So it takes a little bit longer. It's closer to the 60-day mark, according to the package that I planted to get the romaine lettuce up. But as you can see, another fast growing crop. This is another bed of radishes. They were planted, they're a little bit more than 3 weeks. But these are just your regular radish, your Detroit Reds. And you can already see down there, I don't know if you can see that. See the little radish has already started there. And once they get going like this, they actually grow really fast. You know, within days, they'll go from that size there to they're almost ready to eat, in my experience, especially with that variety. So those are 3 things that we can plant really fast in the greenhouse, out in the garden. Again, you don't have to have a greenhouse in order to plant things. If you have a sunny window in your house, if you don't have any windows in your house, you can utilize some grow lights. You know, you don't have to plant the way I did. Just get some seeds, get some dirt, put them in, okay? And while you're at it, if you have a place that you can start a garden, you know, even if it's you know 10 foot by 10 foot, it's something. It's peace of mind whenever you can grow something and you know that you have some food growing that you can, you know, supplement, you know, going to the grocery store every day for everything. So just wanted to bring this video out to everybody about emergency vegetable garden, things that you can grow in 60 days or under. There are other things that grow fast that I don't have growing in here right now. There's kale, there's all kinds of greens and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I'm not really familiar with those. I've never really grown them. I would like to start growing them, but I do have limited space in this greenhouse, so I can only grow so much stuff. So these are the things that my family and myself like, so that's what I focused on this year. But they're just look for information on different vegetables that you can grow, especially greens and lettuces and stuff like that. Typically are fast growing crops, and it's something you can do multiple times in a year. And if you have something like this, or even inside your house, you know, you can grow year round. You know, and you're only limited by the amount of space that you have to place the growing beds, you know, in your house, in your greenhouse, whatever. So I just wanted to bring this video out there just to let everyone know that there is things we can do on our own to help out with our own food supply. So there's a lot of supply before this hit, and as time goes on, those supplies are going to start to dry up, and especially fresh vegetables and stuff like this. You know, if someone's not continually planting this stuff, you know, eventually the consumers buy it up, it's gone. If no one's out there, you know, planting more radishes commercially, planting more spinach commercially, you know, planting more lettuce commercially, when you go to the grocery store, there's going to be less and less and less of it, and people are buying up stuff. Each person needs to take it upon themselves to be more sustainable and to grow some of their own food. So that's what I wanted to come at you guys with today. If you like this video, I'm going to put a link here at the end to some of the other growing videos about stuff going on here in the greenhouse. Please go and check those out. I think you'll really like them. I believe they're very informative, and get out there and grow something.